Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the JV girls basketball game against the NMC Comets. Grayson is joined here with me. I'm Thomas Maloney.
Yep.
And we're going to just break down what we think what we're going to see today. Grayson?
Now, I tried looking into information. Both their max preps and huddles aren't really highlighted, so I don't know their win-loss record right now. But judging by just the amount of people that the McBain team has, I think they're going to win overall in just longevity because they'll constantly have fresh people to put in and out of the game. And this NMC team just does not really have that many people to take in and out of the game, really.
Yeah, being a small private school is honestly kind of rough, just considering that you almost even have to put in like some juniors on the JV. I believe there is like one or two on this JV team for NMC. But we're going to start playing ball, tipping off. For the Ramblers is Adria Roosevelt, and for the Comets is number 2, Harper Tossie.
And
Maddie Winkle gets it off the tip. She dribbles, gets it number 11, Bennett. Bennett, she's going to try to go and get called for a travel.
right there, I mean, there was some good defense, so kind of probably put some panic through her mind, and she forgot to dribble before taking a step. It's just a common mistake, but it's okay. It's early in the game, so they can get over it.
Looks like a little diamond press here for NMC. McBain just trying to break it right now, just trying to set up anything possible. Roosevelt with it down low. She's going to try and put anything up, but she loses the ball off her leg, and it's going to go out of bounds. NMC ball.
Yeah, right there. I mean, it's just good defense and being able to just keep your hands up and knock the ball out of the offensive player's hands. Just a good job. And right there, it looks like it just might have been another bit of good defense, being able to just push them towards the out of bounds line and get that ball to knock off their legs. And again, I think the same exact thing happened where it bounced off a McBain defender's leg.
I know for a fact that this McBain girls JV team is very aggressive on defense. They don't want to let the other team even touch the ball, basically, or even get past half court.
Yeah, and I mean, they just are good with the press. They do full press, full, like, something like that. It's just they do a very aggressive type of defense.
NMC in a zone right here. McBain just trying to set up a little zone breaker. Briella Wall just tries to pass it down low, but going to get called for a travel right there.
But yeah, right there. I mean, what NMC is doing is that they're screaming ball, 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 ball every single time they're on defense, just trying to throw off the NMC, some McBain players. But right now they just got the steal.
And a little missed pass right there, miscommunication, and it's going to go out of bounds. And so far it's been a pretty slow start right now. Just kind of like, I feel like they're just kind of stuck right over here.
Yep.
And both of these teams actually. And they just can't even like figure out how to get out of this area right now. And right there, as I said, it's going to just go right out of bounds. I believe that's like the 6th time already it's been right there.
Yeah, that just shows that both these teams are very defensively coordinated, being able to knock that ball out of the offensive player's hands and just doing a good job at that. Looks like a bit of miscommunication.
And Brooklyn Hall gets a steal, but she's going to throw it away, and it's gets stolen by number 2, Harper Tossie. She's going to get it to number 11, Bennett. Bennett setting up an offense. And it's stolen by Brielle Wong just off a missed pass. She's going in. Layup in and out. No good. Rebounded by Bennett of NMC. And now Winkle is going to take it up. Winkle going. And stolen by Olivia Bosher. She gets it to Adeline Ridgway. Down to low to Adria Roosevelt. She gets it. Loses it. Stolen by NMC. And now number 11, Melanie Bennett's going to take it. Tries to get it to her friend on the other side, but it's stolen by Brooklyn Hall. And this bucket's good. The first one of the game.
Good job right there of just being able to get the fast break, being able to get the ball off a defense, and her teammates coming down the court trying to get that rebound, but just good job in total of just being able to put the ball up into the basket, score some points.
And another steal right here. Adria Roosevelt on this one puts up the layup, and it's good.
Right there, just another good defensive type play, a good steal, good read off the pass of the ball, able to get down court and score some points.
Bennett with it, and it's stolen but travel, and it's going to be NMC ball.
One thing I'm liking so far is McBain's JV girls team is doing a lot of pressing, a lot of aggressive type of defense, putting pressure on that NMC offense, trying to prevent them from really being able to call a play or even do a play.
And right there, that's the signature Tim O'Malley defense, and he's excellent at it. And he teaches these girls just to absolutely not allow anything to go stop them even from scoring at all. And right there, we get a foul on, I'm not sure, but it's going to be shooting free throws for NMC. But if in my opinion, I'd rather take free throws than a wide open layup, right?
Yep, I would too. I mean, free throws, well, actually,
For if I'm on defense,
Oh, yep. If I'm on defense, I'd rather take free throws because then it guarantees they might get 1 point, and then there's just like a total of 4 options that either make one. No, there's 3. They either make one, miss the rest, and then they make them all, and then they miss them all. So it's just a good option. It's just, like you said, a better – you would want that on defense.
Van Polen bringing it up now. Gets it to Bosher. Bosher to Roosevelt. Roosevelt, layup, no good. Gets her own rebound. Gets it back out to Bosher. Van Polen pump fake. Back to Bosher in the corner. Back to Van Polen. Michaela just setting up an offense. Gets it to Bosher. Trying to set up something. To Roosevelt. And we're going to get travel right there. And it's going to be NMC ball.
NMC did a good job right there. They did zone defense, preventing all the possible people from becoming open. And it's just a good job at just preventing the ball movement and just keeping it in one place, and that caused the travel.
I believe this is the first time that the JV girls have seen a zone defense, and they're not. I think it's kind of throwing them off a little bit,
Yep.
as it should, and that's like I think what they're trying to do. And right now it seems to be working. Back to the game. Michaela Van Polen's at the top of the key. She gets it to Brooklyn Hall. And another travel. And we're going to get substitution. And I'm not quite sure. I thought I only saw one step. What did you see?
Again, I saw one step, but again, these are referees. They see it better than we do, so we can't argue with their call. I mean, it's a call. You might not agree with it, but you got to respect it.
Well, even the slight little stutter step of the foot, that's a travel. Like you have to have just one step.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a good way to teach some of these newer players onto the JV team what a high school basketball is like. It's just very aggressive with its foul calling, and it's just not going to give any mercy, really.
Maddie Winkle tries to pass it to number 20, but it's stolen by Wallenges. Wallenges goes up, and it's blocked. That was Marlene Marks on the block, but it's going to stay as Rambler ball.
Yep, it will stay Rambler ball. Good job right there on defense, being able to just put up the hands to prevent them from being able to score.
And a little play right there by McBain. Just like a back and forth between Briella Wallenges and Adria Roosevelt, and the bucket goes in.
Yeah, just right back there, they were able to find a kind of a hole in that zone type of defense, able to get the ball down there and basically get a free bucket.
And we're going to get a double dribble call on NMC, and it's going to go back to McBain. And just kind of somewhat of a slow start. The score right now is 6-2, halfway through the first quarter. But right now, I believe that this zone is just throwing off McBain a little bit, and it's just causing them to not score.
It is, I believe, like you said, it is throwing off McBain just a little bit. I mean, if this is your first time going against a zone type of defense, it's kind of difficult to be able to understand like what's going on and like being able to find those holes in that little defensive spot to be able to score.
Ridgeway for 3, splash! That was a clean swoosh right there, Grayson.
It was a very clean splash, like you said.
And NMC is bringing it up now. It's going to go out of bounds with their ball. You know, I don't even think you can do that.
What?
Nothing.
Pardon? Okay, well, as you saw right there, as we're at this timeout, right there on the defensive thing, the NMC player did a good job of, while they're going out of bounds, just being able to chuck the ball right behind them like you do all the time. But every single time you do it, Tommy, you chuck it as hard as you can at their feet, in which I think that should be a universal thing taught at McBain. Just once you're out of bounds and like the ball's flying through the air, just grab the ball and just chuck it at the opponent's feet as hard as you can while you're going out of bounds.
Well, if you do that, it just makes sure that they can't do anything. So it works pretty successful in my opinion. And it works, and that's about all I have to say. And we're going to come back to this game right here.
Yeah. And I think it's going to be NMC's ball.
Right you are.
I am right.
Bright tries to get it in to Bennett. Bennett gets it. She's going, trying to set up an offense. Tight D by Van Polen. Puts up a shot, but is fouled, and they're going to shoot two right there.
Yeah, right there. It's just a good job being able to drive into the basket. One thing I saw is that she kind of dropped her shoulder a little bit, just trying to get into the basket and just try to put up some points, and luckily she was able to draw the foul. So now she gets to shoot two basically free points.
First shot is up and good. Closing the gap right there in this game.
I think she's made all of her free throws so far, right?
I'm not sure.
I think she had, because she had those one free throws, but now, and then she just made both of these ones. So she's doing really good on free throws right now.
Right now, Van Polen's bringing it up. Gets it to Ridgway. Gets it to Hall. Hall gets it to Van Polen. Van Polen to Ridgway. Ridgway for three again. This time, no good. Rebounded by Roosevelt. No good. And smack in the face. We're going to get a foul on NMC.
Just getting, I mean, one thing about it is that their hands, can't really, if you get smacked in the face, I mean, obviously it's a foul, but yeah, it's not a very pleasant experience to get smacked in the face in basketball. Not at all.
Now, we all know that this NMC rivalry between McBain and NMC is a big thing.
Yep.
Right across the train tracks, not even a mile away.
Not even I think like a half a mile away.
No, maybe like quarter, maybe almost, maybe even less. But we know it's a rivalry, and coming into this game, I'm aware that there's going to be some physical things happening.
Yeah, because like most rivalries, they're going to want to beat each other, so they're going to play aggressively and really, really tough.
Number 11, Bennett gets it. It's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay NMC ball.
Right there was just a good job on defense, really. I mean, just able to like reach your hands in there, just being able to reach your hands in there and just knock the ball out of it, and so it was just a good job right there.
Wallen just gets a steal, and then she passes away to Ridgway. Ridgway to Bosher. Bosher to Wallen just down low. Tries to do a post move, but they're going to call travel.
Yeah, right there. I mean, doing post moves too. It's a bit as a center, previously as a center. I understand how it's hard to really do some post moves without moving both of your feet.
And right there, stolen from behind by Van Polen. She gets it to Michaela Blood. Blood tries to go up, kicks it out to Bosher to Van Polen for three. No good, and it's going to go out of bounds. NMC ball.
Really, there's nothing much to say right there. I mean, it's an air ball, but you can get over it. I mean, it's just one shot. We still got a whole game to do.
If it ain't a free throw, then you're good.
Yep. If it's not, don't airball free throws. I would know that especially. Don't airball free throws, because then that is just embarrassing. Well, luckily when I did it, I was laughing too because I found it funny.
It was pretty funny.
It was when I missed my two free throws. I remember that like it was yesterday.
Back to the game, though.
Yeah, back to this game. We don't need to talk about the olden days, back in our prime.
And stolen by Roosevelt, and another travel.
So far, There's been a lot of travel calls in this game.
I just think right now, both of these teams are just right now. I feel like they're just kind of out of it. You know what I'm saying? They're just like not quite in the zone right now. You know what I'm saying though?
Yep.
Like I can't think of the word. There's a word.
In the groove.
Yeah, they're not in the groove right now of things, and they just are struggling offensively. And the defense has been good, I think. Just the offense right now for both of these teams. But right now, 2:15, Michaela Van Polen sets up the offense, gets it to Maddie Reinet. Tries to get it down low to Blood. Blood, post move, no good. Rebounded by Adria Roosevelt. She's going to get fouled, and she's going to shoot too.
Yeah, right there. I mean, just NMC is doing a good job of once they're on defense, they just are talking. Because what that does is, I mean, it might not look like it does a lot, but it kind of throws off the other team, and it's hard for them to communicate because they're like, ball, but over there, dribble, or something like that. So it can just be a little bit like confusing for the other team and a little bit what's the word? Well, I don't remember the word, but just yeah, it can cause some miscommunication.
Second free throw is good, and that's going to give the Ramblers a 4-point lead with the score being 10-6. Melanie Bennett dribbling down the court, gets it to number 20, Marley Martz. Puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Michaela Van Polen. Kicks it deep down the court to Michaela Blood, but it's stolen by Melanie Bennett. And we're going to get a foul. And I believe that's going to be shooting 2 now because it's the 5th foul, right?
Yep, I think that is right. So there will be shooting now. Pardon me. And I think this is going to be her 3rd time shooting right now.
Yeah.
She scored all their points so far.
No, Marley Martz had 2.
Oh.
First one's good. But it is a really good skill to make your free throws.
It is a very good skill. I think that it's working on shooting free throws if you're a center is more important than trying to get post moves. Because all you need to do as a center is grab the ball and just go up. And if you get smacked, hey, you get the free throw line. So I just feel like free throw shooting is the most important thing for a center.
Adria Roosevelt gets it to Brooklyn Hall. Setting up a play. Gets it to Caden Hinton. Looking down low, but gets it to Michaela Blood at the top of the key. Brooklyn Hall with it. Kicks it down low to Roosevelt. Puts it up. Fouled again. Shooting 2 again.
Another pair of free throws. And, yes, it's just been foul, free throw. But, I mean, again, it's the start of the season, so both these teams are still warming up to each other's types of defenses and offenses. So, yeah, it's just.
And also, coming off the break, I feel like maybe these teams are both just kind of out of it. They're not, like, fully in the zone or, like, in the groove, as you said earlier. But I think it's just causing a little bit of struggles for these teams. But there, she hits her second free throw. And it's going to be NMC ball.
Tip.
Number 5 with it now, Sophia Ruiz. She's going. Caden Hinton, tough D. Almost gets the steal, but it's going to go out of bounds. Stay Comet ball.
I mean, like we've said, the O'Malley press defense is really just hard hitting right here. I mean, NMC is not able to really get anything off of the ball. And they've been held down to like a couple of points.
And right there, Melanie Bennett tries to go up for a shot, but straight up D by Adria Roosevelt causes the ball to go out of bounds, and it's going to be NMC ball.
Yeah, it'll be NMC ball. It'll be a turnover.
Ruiz tries to take it in, and it's going to go be a travel once again, and it's going to be McBain ball. And we're going to get a look at this almost diamond press right here by NMC and see how McBain will break it. They're going to say out of bounds by McBain, and it's going to be NMC ball.
And right there, just a little step out of bounds. It's nothing serious. So just it'll be NMC's ball again. It gets tipped. That right there. That's some good defense right there by McBain, just being able to put their hands up and just before the even ball gets thrown in bounds, they just knock it out, and then it's McBain's ball.
Well, she also did catch the ball on NMC, which she realized a second later, but that happens to all of us at times, so it's all right. And right here, NMC with the ball, Sophia trying to go up the court, tries to get it to Maddie Winkle. She's going now. She loses the ball, but gets it to Melanie Bennett. She kicks it down low to Marley Martz. She gets to Sophia and swish into the hoop on the easy jumper. 20 seconds left in the first quarter, and McBain's trying to get up the court.
Yeah, McBain right there just, again, did their aggressive defense, and McBain just scored again. And NMC was able to adapt to that better, kind of find some of the holes in it. And they were able to score a pretty good basket on that.
1 second left. She's going to lose the ball but get fouled, so I think she's shooting two because it was before the before the clock was over. But I believe they're just going to bring it to the end, but she's going to shoot during the break. And right now, honestly, not too much going on in the first quarter. Low scoring, 13-9.
Very low scoring, and usually for these girls, McBain's girls JV, they're up by at least like a couple of points by now. But this just shows, again, like how you said, it's a rivalry game, and both these teams are like trying their hardest to win. So it's gonna be like it's not gonna be like one-sided like the past couple of games have been. It's gonna be like a little bit of a tug of war, basically.
I think both these teams are still trying to get back into the swing of things, but. Excuse me. There's, I believe, like in the second quarter and going into the second half, both these teams are going to get more momentum and get better over the course because now they understand what they have to do.
Yeah, now they're familiar with both their opponents' offense and defense. I mean, NMC now knows that McBain's going to just do a full court press the entire game. And then McBain knows that NMC is just going to do some type of zone defense underneath the basket. And they're going to just try their best to adapt to those types of defenses to the best of their ability in the next quarter, in the next half.
And we'll see you then. Welcome back to the second quarter. Comet ball, and Maddie Winkle's dribbling up the court. Tight D by Ramblers. She's just trying to get anything. She's going to get a screen. She's going to drive in. Kick it down low to Marlene Martz. And we're going to get a jump ball, and it's going to be Rambler ball.
Yeah, right there. I mean, like you said, tight defense by the Ramblers, unable to preventing them from getting around them. And so, yeah, just good defense.
Michaela Blood with it down low. She's going to put up a shot. No good. Rebounded by number 2, Harper Tossie. She's going to get it to Melanie Bennett. She's dribbling now. She loses the ball off her knee, and it's going to be Rambler ball.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, this full court press of defense that O'Malley runs is very, very hard to get around. And I mean, I feel like all of our teams should run a full court press really because it's just super effective.
The problem is the higher levels you go up, the faster people become.
Yep.
So it's harder because you get tired faster. And like, if we look at like the girls' varsity, they don't have as many numbers.
Nope. Yep.
So,
you
like,
may have a point there.
They get tired faster, so they really can't.
Yep. That makes you got a good point right there. Because I mean, how you can do this defense, like you said, is that you got numbers of people to like just keep on putting in replacements. Like an army, basically, just being able to put in replacements, put new people on the front line, and take them out. So yeah, you got a point. You got a really good point right there.
Bennett's first shot is in and out, no good, and we're gonna have a few subs right here for both teams. And just honestly, kind of slow games as so far as we've seen. But we're gonna. Both these teams are trying to get back into the swing of things, and right here the second shot is good. And now the Ramblers are going to try and bring it up the court. Ridgway gets it to Roosevelt. Roosevelt to Wallenges. Wallenges tries to drive, and they're going to call it travel.
Looked like she tried to do a Euro step right there. Didn't seem to work, but hey, I like the experiment with the moves and the attempt.
I think she did a little jab step before like the pivot over, and that's what it was.
Yep.
But other than that, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
And right there, I believe it was just like tipped out by McBain, and it's going to be NMC ball still. Trying to set up the out of bounds play. And it's going to get tipped out again. It's going to stay NMC ball, though.
So far, this has been a very low-scoring game for the McBain girls JV, and like we've said before, I mean NMC is preventing them from scoring points and getting off of the fast break, and just good job by NMC for doing that.
Right here, we're going to get a layup on the fast break by Adria Roosevelt.
Of course, the minute I say anything about it, that exact thing happens.
I feel like the same thing happens to me, too, at times. I think, like, the last varsity game I announced, that's what happened. But right there, another travel? I think, or double dribble. I didn't fully see it.
I think you're right about a travel because I saw her foot move a little bit, so I think you're right about that.
But it's going to be NMC ball. But Winkle's going to lose it. She's going to get it back. Off her foot now. Passes to Bennett. Bennett kicks it down, tries to kick it down low. And it's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to say NMC ball underneath.
Right there, kind of looked like tried to be a lob pass. Tried to see if one of her teammates could head top one of the McBain players. But
Sophia Ruiz now. Gets it to Bennett. Melanie drives in. Little floater in and out off the backboard. Same thing right there by Ruiz, and it's going to be rebounded by Roosevelt. She loses the ball, gets it back, and now Ridgway with it. Ridgway kicks it down low to Roosevelt. Roosevelt, nice move. Almost finishes, but she's going to shoot two again.
like you said, that was a pretty good move. I mean, she was right underneath the basket, so I think so. She did one step the other way and then just kind of pivoted her foot one way, dived. It kind of looked like she got down low and then just popped right back up underneath the basket. Unfortunately, she was unable to make it, but hopefully she's able to
hit both these free throws.
hit both these free throws.
And she hit
make
one
it up
there.
for both these free throws.
Yeah. And she did like a pump fake and then like swung the ball over and then like stepped through with her pivot foot. Adria's second shot is up and it's good. number 12 dribbling up the court. She loses the ball. Stolen by Bosher. Bosher gets it to Blood. Blood layup. Nice steal right there by Olivia.
Yeah, Michaela Blood just able to go off of that steal and get some points.
And Ava Rawson tips it away. But number 21 is going to get it back. I do not have her name on the roster sheet. But now it's going to be number 12, who I also don't have the number of. And she's going to try to get it to number 21, but it's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be NMC ball still.
I think these two might be the one.
Are they flex?
I think they might be flexes.
Okay. Maddie Winkle with it. But she's going to lose the ball.
Now it'll be turnover, and it'll be McBain's basketball. We got 4 minutes and 39 seconds left. McBain trying to look to score to add some more points to the board to get this lead up higher. And NMC looking to try to close this lead. I mean, McBain has an 8-point lead right now, so it's not going to take that much to be able to get a comeback for NMC.
Ridgeway for three, no good. Rebounded by Ruiz. Driving down the court, loses the ball. Ridgeway saves it, gets it to Roosevelt. Roosevelt going down the court. Take it all the way. In and out. Rebounded by the Comets. And number 12 is going to be taking it up. I believe she's a flex player, but I don't see number 12 on varsity either, so I can't tell who it is. Maddie Winkle gets it number 12 for three. In and out. No good. Ava Rawson with it. And Rambler ball, Michaela Blood leading the way. Just a tough turn of events right there by the Ramblers. In and out.
Yeah, tough. Don't you mean the comments?
What?
Don't you mean the comments?
Yeah, Comets, my bad.
Yeah, they just right there. It looked like it was going to go in, but then it just said, nope, I don't think I want to stay right here right now. So then it just popped right back out.
We got like an invisible force field on the basket right now for both these teams. And we're going to a jump ball, and it's going to be Comet ball with 3:15-ish left in the first half.
One thing I'm seeing is that down on the post, both teams are very, very aggressive with rebounding. I mean, they're fighting for the ball every time they get the option to, and that's just really good to see that they just are fighting for the ball.
Melanie Bennett loses the ball and goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Rambler ball. Ridgeway leading the Ramblers up once again. Gets it to Roosevelt. Roosevelt looking around. Gets it to Ridgeway. Gets a screen. Three again. No good this time once again. She hit one earlier. Tries to get it to Roosevelt on the other side. No good. We're going to have to fight for the ball. Another jump ball. And it's going to stay Rambler ball.
Yes, it is going to stay Rambler ball. 2 minutes left in the first half. So McBain's sending in some of their bench players, which is nice to see. Making sure everybody gets a chance to play.
And Wallen just gets it down low. In and out again. And number 21, I'm not sure who that is, but she gets it to number 12 now. And Maddie Winkle with it. Tries to get it to Harper Toss, but stolen by Adria Roosevelt. She's going, gets it to Brooklyn Hall down low, puts up a tough layup, gets her own rebound, throws it again. Adria Roosevelt with the rebound, in and out again. And it's going to stay Rambler ball, but holy smokes, that was a turn of events right there.
That's just an unfortunate unfortunate circumstances of events. I think that's. I tried. You know the one book I tried saying like the name of that one book, but
I don't know what your book.
Okay, never mind. Well, that was just unfortunate. Hopefully this is going to be a splash. Yep, it is a splash, and that'll make up for everything that just happened.
Hey, 3 points is better than 2.
Yep, it is. It is better than 2, and right now McBain has a 10-point lead.
11 if you want to be smart, but
we don't say
we just kind of
uneven numbers.
We just kind of round, you know.
We just kind of round it up, you know what I'm saying?
Or round down.
Round down. Yep, that's a lot more sense. Right now, McBain looks like they're getting a lot more comfortable with the game, so they're now trying. Now that girls JV basketball is starting to play in girls JV basketball fashion, where they're just racking up points like this is a video game.
Yeah, it looks a little 2K-ish, but we're gonna stay focused at real life.
Yep.
And I just think like they're working harder and they're fighting for more things right now.
Yep, they definitely are. You can definitely see it in and that's one call I've never seen before. 5 seconds.
That proves that they're working harder, as I just said, not allowing them to pass it in and causing the 5-second violation right there.
Yep.
Ridgeway gonna get it down low to Wall and just tough layup, and they're gonna call travel umbrella once again.
And it looks like McBain is a little bit. Nope, they're still doing the full court, not the full court press, but they're still doing somewhat of a press. They're giving them a break a little bit.
Trying to conserve some energy. There's another half. But right here, Maddie Winkle takes it up. Almost good, but no, not quite. And a jump ball, and it's going to be Rambler ball. 1:10 left in the first half. The score is 22-11. McBain with an 11-point lead, and not too far of a deficit for the Comets, but right there was, I believe she stepped over the line before she passed it in, so it's going to be a violation of, I don't know what that's called. I think it's just called a line violation, but they're going to get it back to the Comets. But right here now,
Adrian Roosevelt
is fighting. We're going to get a jump ball, I think. They never signaled anything, but it's going to stay Comets ball. Bennett, floater, no good. Rebounded by Adria Roosevelt. She's going down the court. Gets it to Ridgeway. Ridgeway puts it up, and a travel again.
What I've been seeing is from Ridgeway, she's more of a type of outside three-point shooter for this team, really, what I've seen. Is that they try to give it to her when she's wide open at the, either like at the, in front of the three-point line, trying to score some points, in which that's always a good type of person to have on a team. Someone that's a good three-point shooter.
Just a steal right there off some tough D, and Ramble's got a bucket. NMC going up the court. Number 12, leading the way. She's going to get it to Maddie Winkle, but it's going to go out. Adria Roosevelt tries to save it, but it's going to stay as Comet ball. And right now, it looks like the McBain Ramblers have gotten back into more of the swing of things, but there's still a couple of mistakes. But right now, the Comets are still struggling with just getting like in the zone.
Yeah, like they're getting. I think in the second half, NMC is going to have a bit of their stuff cleaned up, and like you said, they're going to be able to get into the zone, as you say. Got 19 seconds left on the clock.
And now we're going to get a timeout just to we're just going to talk about some things real quick. Grayson, what do you think so far? What do you think both these teams could, work on right now?
Right now, what I see is NMC needs to work on the help side or something like on offense. They're kind of getting swallowed up by that court press, and they need to be able to move around a little bit more, be able to get some open spaces, try to take advantage of those little open holes that you got on defense, that the Ramblers are exposing on defense, and just try to rack up some points. Really, McBain, they're doing pretty good right now. I would say that. I mean, being able to handle NMC's zone type defense. So I think McBain right now is doing pretty good. I think NMC just needs to work on ball movement a little bit.
15 seconds left in the first half. I think McBain's just trying to get one shot, and Roosevelt gets it down low. Misses the shot, rebounded by Brooklyn Hall, and she puts it in. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Your final score of the first half is 26 to 11.
Whoa, not the final score.
No, final score of the first half.
Yep.
Final score of the first half. I caught myself.
Yep.
I almost said it.
Yep.
But the final score of the first half is going to be 26 to 11. We'll see you in the second half.
If you're looking to settle down in beautiful Central Michigan, look no further than Arrow Homes. Family owned and operated since 1972, Arrow Homes offers an innovative process of home construction that saves you money and time without sacrificing quality. Their top-of-the-line construction workers have 15 years of experience building homes. You can see some of their work on their website. They are open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them at 231-328-4318 or in their website at arrowhomes.com.
McLain Transmission and Auto Sales. Transmission repair and vehicle sales in Northern Michigan. Locally owned and operated. Being a member of the community means that we take pride in the work that we do for our neighbors. You can expect honest and expert service from us. Every repair, every sale, every time. Servicing Cadillac, Lake City, Manton, Mesick, Big Rapids, Traverse City, and surrounding areas. Located on 2730 South LaChance Road, Lake City, Michigan. Call us at 231-779-1394 or check out our website at McLainTransmission.com.
Northern Truck Service, established in 2015 by John Skierbeck. It's a full diesel mechanic shop that can do anything from changing a light bulb to a full rebuild. With a stock of most parts, they can get you back on the road in no time.
Reedy's is a family restaurant on Main Street in McBain. Their menu has something for everyone, from kids' meals and pizza or burgers to their entrees such as grilled salmon, grilled tilapia, pasta dishes, and the best barbecue ribs or chicken around. Tuesday through Thursdays, Reedy's is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, they close at 9 p.m. And Sundays, they are not open at all. Food for your mood.
Here at Shepherd's Agency in downtown McBain, we are your local and trusted source for all your insurance needs. We truly appreciate our clients and we work hard to provide them with the best coverage at a fair price. If you're not already a client of ours, contact us and let us see what we can do for you. Call us at 231-825-2411. Stop in the office or visit us online at shepherdsagency.com.
Come shop at the family-owned Lakeside Ace Hardware, where you'll always leave satisfied. We pride ourselves at giving customers top-of-the-line products such as Benjamin Moore paint, Traeger grills, Uni ovens, and much more. We provide great tools from companies like Milwaukee and DeWalt, but our best product is our customer service. Our friendly staff is always happy to help you get what you need to make a perfect house better. The price is always right here at Lakeside Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
be a Ramblers ball. Right off the bat, they started playing aggressively. Just doing just being physical on offense, trying to get underneath that basket and score some points.
Little bit of technical difficulties, but it's going to be wiping the floor time.
You know, there's always some moments where the basketball floor, it can't be wet, all right? It's universally, if it is wet, someone's going to fall and break their neck. That's what my mom always told me.
But this is the perfect time to talk about our proud sponsor,
Littletown Jerky.
Grayson, take her away.
Littletown Jerky is it's operated out of beautiful downtown Falmouth, and they distribute a bunch of wide variety of flavors for jerky. Right now we got pepperoni with us. We already finished it off, but I'd say it's one of their better flavors of all time. In my ranking, my Grayson Guernsey's ranking, I put it on at like the third spot behind mild and behind that one. I think it's called like deer flavored, or I don't remember, but there's
Teriyaki.
Teriyaki is a solid 5 in my books. But yeah, Littletown Jerky, one of the best jerkies. Yep.
I believe any store in Michigan.
Any store in Michigan sells Littletown Jerky. And
they also have several flavors, so please go give them a taste. They're in beautiful downtown Falmouth, uptown Reed City, and also Everett now.
Yeah, go support that new location in Everett. They need all the support they can get to bring jerky and e-bowls to the rest of Michigan.
And the country soon, I think.
No, they already sell them in the country.
They do?
Yep, they do. It's just a very small margin. I know they have some stuff in Texas. But, well, of course they're going to sell it in Texas because it's Texas.
It's Texas, yeah.
It's Texas.
Yeah, makes sense. Just a little bit of stuff happening. Not really too much, but it's going to be NMC ball now. And miscommunication. Brenton Hall gets a steal. She's going. Will she take it all the way? No, it is stolen. This one is by Melanie Bennett. She tries to pass away. Brooklyn Hall trying to get it back. Maddie Winkle gets it off her pass, though. She tries to get it to number 10, Jessica Bright, but it's stolen by the Ramblers, and another travel is what it looks like on the Ramblers.
Yeah, it will be another travel. And now it will be NMC's ball, and hopefully they get some chances to put some points on the board, because right now they're down by quite a lot for a basketball standard, so they need a steal.
I don't know what you're trying to say there, but it was stolen by the Ramblers.
I was just trying to say that NMC needs to start scoring some points.
Oh, yeah.
That was all I was trying to say.
And I feel like their goal at halftime was get in the zone, but right now they're still kind of struggling.
Yes, they are still kind of struggling because, I mean, coming right out of halftime, you guys were chilling out, stuff like that. Might have gotten out of the zone for a little bit. So yeah, they're just trying to warm up now.
And a missed pass right there, and the Ramblers are trying to save it, but it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be NMC ball. And right now, it seems like both teams are almost like the first quarter still like. Not still. They're coming out like out of whack still, not in the zone right now.
They're coming out of whack, like you said. They're just trying to get warmed up. I mean, again, McBain's full court press is just a dangerous type of defense, so it's hard for them. And NMC scores some points, like I said they should have a little while ago.
Yeah, but the problem right there was I believe like Mr. O'Malley's a little angry too, put in some subs, but I think that he's just a little ticked because I think he thinks in his head that the defense right there was too easy, almost letting her just go all the way to the basket.
And yeah, and then what O'Malley, he's a type of defensive coach, really, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just willing to he wants to prevent the other team from scoring and just make it so that his team, obviously most coaches score, but he focuses mainly on defense, and he's, judging by what I've seen, all that practice has paid off, really.
Van Polen for 3, no good. Rebounded by Blood. Briella Wallen just with it. Gets it to Ridgway. Back to Van Polen. To Ridgway. To Blood. Blood for three. No good. Rebounded by Van Polen. Tries to save it. They're going to say tiptoe foot on the line. No good.
Even if you have just the slightest bit of foot outside of that line, they're going to call you for it.
Yeah, just like football.
Just like yeah, just like football.
Well, if there's a catch, you know what I'm saying? If there's a catch right on the...
Let's get back to basketball.
I was just going to say, if there's a catch right on the white line, it's no good. And then it's either like back to down or whatever. But we're going to go back to basketball. Same thing applies, basically. You have to stay in the boundaries. And Caleb Blood kicks it on low to Wallen. Wallen just puts up a layup. No good in and out. Addie Ridgeway. Deep three. No good. Rebounded by two teammates. We're going to get a smack on the ground. That was a big one.
Yeah, that was a hard fall. Luckily, they're both able just to get up. I think they just were able to just take that. Good job by both of them being able to just to get right back up after that hard fall. Just a good job.
And it looks like NMC is going to sub in for the girl that took the fall. But it was going to be a jump ball. It's going to be an NMC ball now. Winkle tries to get it to her teammate, but it's going to be tipped and slapped around. But it's going to say NMC ball.
And I think now, like you said, the numbers-wise is going to take effect because right now NMC is just down to one player on the bench. And McBain still has a whole plethora of people available to sub in and out. And I think that's one of the main things about why this girls' JV team is kind of very dominant is because of that. It's because they have a lot more people than most other schools do on their JV girls team.
And now right here, NMC gets a pass into Winkle, and looks like a travel again, and it's going to be Rambler ball once again. Ridgeway trying to break the press. Gets it to Roosevelt. Roosevelt to Wallen just down low. Easy layup right there. Nice play.
Right there, it exposed a weakness of this kind of like NMC trying to do a press in that zone coverage. They kind of exposed the weaknesses, like I said, and that the bottom half of the court was entirely wide open for offensive players to be able to get back in the backfield and just score some points. So yeah, right there, it didn't really go as planned.
I believe there was a slight foul right there, and it's going to be NMC ball. I'm not sure what happened, but I think it was just like a push, and they called it. But like we said earlier, it's a rivalry game, and it's going to be physical. And right now, that's what this game has lived up to.
Yeah, it's been a physical game, and it's been just a hard physical game, basically.
And if I was reffing this game, this would be a very tough game to ref, in my opinion.
Yes, it would be, because there's a lot going on, and I mean, it's just like a lot of that type of thing happens where they're all bunched up in a circle trying to fight for that rebound, and then you can't really see that one. Well, you can see that elbow go to the face sometimes, but like, again, like I was trying to say, it's just hard to see what's going on in between in that big bunch of people.
Yeah. But if you do want to become a ref and help out the communities and support all these young girls and young boys too.
Young athletes.
Young athletes, yep.
Go on to MHSA.com and register to become a ref, because surprisingly not that many people want to become refs, because I mean, I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to be screamed at by parents by a lot. So if you want to help out one of your community or your local school teams and just help young athletes be able to achieve their dreams of playing sports, sign up to become a referee on MHSSA.com. And I think it's /referee, something like that. Go sign up if you're interested.
Back to the action. Michaela Van Polen gets it down low to Roosevelt. Almost an and one in and out, but it's going to be Roosevelt shooting two now.
I think this is her second free throw shots, right? This is her second time on the line?
Second time to the line, I believe
to the
so.
line. So, yeah, we're going to... Tommy, what are you seeing so far in this game from both teams, and what do you think is going through both of their heads right now?
I think that right now McBain is saying, listen, we got to put the pedal to the metal. We got to stir up some gas in the engine, and we got to go, go, go all day long. But for NMC, I think right now their coach is being like, hey, it's okay, girls. We're still trying to get into the swing of things, but I think we're still in this game. We have to just play better, and we have to take it down the court like how you're doing right here, Maddie. And she's going to get it to her teammate now, but it's stolen by Michaela Blood. And she's going to kick it down low. Hits the head of Winkle. Brooklyn Hall for the jumper after, no good. And Roosevelt fights for a rebound, gets it to Blood. Blood, fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebounded by Melanie Bennett, and she's gonna take the ball up the court for this NMC Comet team, but they're gonna get a foul on McBain.
A very hectic scene just played out, really. I mean, there's nothing really to describe what happened, so we're just gonna let it be at that. It was very hectic.
It was very much so like bam, 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 boom, 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 bam, boom, bam, boom, basically. And right there off the inbound, and one more pass by Michaela Blood to Brooklyn Hall. Nice play right there. Exactly how you want it drawn up.
Now McBain increases their lead by like 23 or so. They just got a large lead right now against NMC.
And Blood for three, no good. Maybe it was a pass to Roosevelt, but she gets it off the missed shot. And Roosevelt is going to fight for the rebound. She's going to put it up and get fouled again. And instantly ties her shoe. I thought she was like hurt again, but she tying her shoe.
No, she had to tie her shoe. She's entirely fine.
This is her third time to the line, I think, as well.
Yeah, I mean, just doing a good job of getting underneath the basket and just being able to take the fouls. And again, like one thing that I've said several times by now is that if you're a center in basketball, you better just practice free throws like your life depends on it, or else it's gonna, because you're gonna be on that line a lot. Because there's gonna be a bunch of those small guys that just go like bam, 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 slap you right in the face, just like they're just gonna punch you like Mike Tyson's punching bag. So that's one thing. I mean, that's what my dad always told me, is that work on free throws, because you're taller than the dude in front of you most of the time, unless they're like I mean, I remember that was that one kid at Boyne City that was taller than me, but we don't talk about that. Back to this game though.
I think it was just like a little violation right there, but we're gonna get a missed pass. Well, we're gonna get it back, and Roosevelt down low puts it up, no good. Fights for her rebound, loses the ball, but they're gonna say jump ball and Rambler ball. With about 3 minutes left in the third quarter, your score right now is 35-13. Ramblers up.
The McBain JV team, as I think they've kicked in. They're not in 7th gear right now, but they're in 5th gear, and they're pushing the pedal a little bit. They're taking it slowly. Well, they're not taking it slowly. They're going full on rocket mode right now, but they're just still in that 5th gear. And then once they get into the 7th gear, I imagine the score is going to go up by a lot. By a lot more.
I believe it was a foul. And NMC is going to shoot two. I'm not entirely sure what it was, but I think it was like a moving foul, like a blocking foul, where like if you don't move your feet, and like they run into you, that's a foul.
Yep, I get what you're saying.
The first shot is in the bucket by Melanie Bennett. Here goes her second shot. Is up, no good. And that was number 2, Harper Tossie, that got the rebound, but I think she stepped out of bounds, and it's going to be Rambler ball.
A good attempt right there to try to just get the ball and just immediately get the rebound and go up for some points. Unfortunately, there was a foul on the play, so she was unable to score any points.
Michaela Blood kicks it down low to Rawson. Rawson shoots, no good. The ball is going to roll around off of a couple people's legs. It's going to go out of bounds and stay as Rambler ball underneath. A little bit of confusion right now for the Ramblers, but they're trying to set up the play. Michaela Blood gets it off the inbound, misses the layup, rebounded by NMC. And now number 11, Melanie Bennett's going to take it up.
Oh.
Foul.
Oh, I thought I just saw her knee go the opposite direction for a minute. Was that just me?
I did not see that. They're going to say foul on NMC. I thought it was a foul on McBain, but they have a better view than me. And Ridgway for wide open three. And splash.
Like I've said, Ridgway is just that type of player on this offense that once she's open on the three-point line, it's very dangerous because she's good at shooting threes, and this is what this type of team needs. And on defensive fast breaks, being able just to hit those threes. So yeah, that's just a good player for both for McBain to have.
And right now, Michaela Van Polen's trying everything in her power to not let this NMC team just even get the ball in.
No, not at all. I mean, right now, McBain's up by a total of Tommy, I'm not good at math. You do this for me.
Well, you take 40 minus 14.
I just want a simple answer.
26.
Good. There, 26 points. Now, you see, I get your father's a math teacher, but you don't need to teach me the basic stuff. Okay?
Check.
Okay.
Over and out. Back to the third quarter action.
Oh, it's only the third. Oh, I thought that was the end of the quarter.
It's going to be Comet ball. We had 6 people on the court, I believe.
Oh, other way.
And it's going to be NMC ball. Maddie Winkle loses the ball. Rawson with the steal. Gets it to Ridgway. Ridgway down the court. Van Polen for 3. No good. Rebounded by Blood. Blood fighting. They're going to get a jump ball. It's going to stay down low as McBain ball. And McBain's going to try and set up the inbound play once again.
Yeah, McBain's going to try to set up that inbound play. Looks like, nope, wide open 3.
There's a 3 right there by Ridgway, in and out. She's going to try and steal it. She does. It's going to get Kayla Van Polen gets it. Blood puts up a jumper, no good. Rebounded by number 20, Marley Martz of NMC. And she's going to get it to Maddie Winkle of NMC. Off the foot of the defense is what it looked like. And we're going to get jump ball right there on the ground. And it's going to be NMC ball.
Yeah, one thing is that McBain's, again, once like we thought was going to happen, is that this press defense is getting to NMC like really, really bad right now. And they're not able to really move because they just don't know where to put the ball. Like I've said, ball placement. What they need to work on is ball movement, ball placement. They need to be able to handle this type of defense.
And Van Polen trying to steal it. She does. Gets it to Kaden Hinton. She gets it to Ridgway. Ridgway for 3 again. Bang!
Ridgway just, again, like I said, a century. Well, I'm going to call her century turret now because she's just able to sit there and just pop off threes.
I believe that's her 3rd of the night. And that's going to just add to her points total so far. Right here, we're going to get a steal and a travel once again by the Ramblers, and it's going to be NMC ball.
She has a total of 12 points so far in this game. That's a little, that's like 1/4 of the points. Well, yeah, whatever. But that's quite a lot of points from threes, too. Because again, she's like a sentry turn, able to sit there and just shoot them off.
And right here, Sophia Ruiz tries to get it to her friend on her team, but it's stolen by Ridgway, and she puts up the easy layup right there.
Ridgway now just is, I think by the end of the night, she's probably going to have like 20 points or so because she's doing really, really good right now.
Maddie Winkle tries to get it, stolen by Kaden Hinton. She's going to take it, puts up a tough layup, no good, rebounded by Van Polen. Van Polen's shot is good.
Right there, I mean, off the fast break and then able just to pass the ball out. And able to get it right underneath the basket to score some points. Good job right there by McBain.
We got 5 seconds left in the third. NMC trying to get something off. We're going to get travel, and it's going to be McBain ball, 2.5 seconds in the third. And it looks like McBain's just going to dribble out the clock. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. And we'll see you in the fourth.
We are back for the last quarter of this action before the varsity girls basketball game.
And it's going to be McBain ball. Rhineck leading the way. Gets to Roosevelt. Roosevelt to Wallen just quickly, and it's going to be Rambler bucket off the wide open layup. Winkle gets it to number 10, Jessica Bright. Winkle's going to get it after a couple passes. Jump ball, and it's going to stay as NMC ball.
Right there, I mean, just a ground attack, really. Once that ball gets loose, you're just going to dive on it like it's a football. Yeah.
Trying to get it in bounds.
I think that's over the line. She stepped over the line, Tommy.
It was either that or she got it to her teammate, but then she touched the ball, but her back foot was on the line or something like that.
I think it was she stepped it out of bounds.
Okay. Rhineck for three. Bang! In her eyes!
Literally was saw that like two inches of space and was like, I'm going to hit this.
Stolen by Roosevelt. She's going to lose the ball but get it back. Almost doing the splits in the process. It's going to be a jump ball. Stays McBain.
And now some subs will come in for the McBain Ramblers.
But let's just talk about that three for a second.
That three was, again, there's like 2 inches of separation, and then she just did a full-on Larry Bird, shot that up, and then it just splashed in.
Little Steph Curry action right there.
Little Larry Bird action
Larry
right there.
Bird.
Larry Bird.
All right. Roosevelt gets her own rebound.
Good move right
puts
there.
Puts the layup up.
Really
and it's
good move.
That was NMC ball. My fault. Melanie Bennett, I think, got scared and just lost the ball.
All right, I thought that just went right through her hands, but I think you are right about it, that she just got a little bit nervous about the ball and just kind of tried to move it out of the way.
And now McBain's going to get it, and Michaela Blood is going to be at the top of the key. Gets it to Caden Hinton. Hinton gets it to Roosevelt. Roosevelt tries to get down low to Blood. Blood opposite to Reineck. Reineck's shot's over, rebounded by Roosevelt, and it's good off the putback once again. Winkle going up the court. Gonna get it to Tossie. Tossie back to Winkle. Winkle's going to try to get it back to Tossie down low, but it's going to get a jump ball.
And that'll be turnover.
And they're going to say McBain ball. There's a little discussion going on right now.
Yeah, there is a bit of a discussion between the refs going on. Meanwhile, the varsity basketball team is getting out of the locker room, getting ready to warm up, about to get ready to warm up. And looks like the referee decision, the ball comes back down here. Everybody get down here, it's time to play some basketball.
Little miscommunication on the pass. Michaela Blood's going to get it. Fast break. Foul, and she's going to shoot two.
Yeah, right there. I mean, off the fast break, one thing I know about that is that when most people are on it, they're like, oh, okay, I got to go, 100% speed, speed, speed. But then when you get towards the basket, what you want to try to do is slow down, really just catch your breath, be able to plant both your feet and put that shot off. Either hit it off the backboard, or if you're special and just want to be, again, special, just don't even hit it off the backboard, just kind of try to swoosh it in there. But that's one thing I've always learned from fast breaks is that if you're at the front, yes, you can go 100% down that line, but then once you get towards the basket, you got to slow down and catch your breath.
And second free throw is good right there. But as you're saying, yeah, you do almost have to slow down once you get to the basket, and that sometimes happens to lead to a foul because the other person's trying to get there as fast as they can. And that's basically what happened last time. But right here, Michaela Blood's going to shoot another layup on a fast break, miss it, get her own rebound. Reineck gets a rebound, and she puts the putback in the bucket.
Yeah, good job. I mean, now this McBain team is it's scoring so many points. It's 59 right now. But yeah, they're playing like McBain.
And Caden Hinton's going to get a steal off a missed pass, puts up a layup, and it's good.
Wide open, no defender. Now, I think this might be a timeout. What's going on right now is I think it's getting to NMC, right? I think it's getting to NMC, and they're exhausted because they have no subs, and it's just it's hard.
Yeah, I think that the mentality right now for the NMC team is kind of going down the drain, and it's causing just a few problems for just both of these teams for NMC right now, and the lead right now is definitely not helping with that.
Yes. It is definitely not helping with that.
But we're gonna come back to you after this short break. Welcome back after the break. It's going to be NMC Comet ball. And leading it up is Maddie Winkle for this NMC offense. Kata Hinton's going to get a steal. Pass it to Wallen on the fast break. She's going to pull a jumper, and it's good. Nice jump shot right there by Briella. And now, once again, Winkle's going to lead it up the court for NMC. About 3 minutes and 20 left in the game. We're going to foul on White, and that one's on Briella, as I believe Harper Tossi is just trying to do a move, and she kind of, I think Briella swung her arm down and like hit her. Briella's going to try and get a steal here, which she does. She's going to get it to Rainick. Rainick back to Wallenges. No good. And NMC is going to lose the ball, but they're going to get it back right here. NMC coming up the court once again. Maddie Winkle's dribbling around. Tries to get it to her teammate, Jessica Bright. Bright tries to get it down low. It's going to be stolen, but it's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be white ball now.
Yeah, it's going to be a jump ball turnover, and now McBain will get a I think they might just dribble out the clock or just try to waste as much time as they can on the clock with this possession. But I don't know. They could do whatever.
It does look like it's a running clock, though, now, because I saw. And Rainick gets another three in her face again.
I think that we got 2 3-point shooters on this team. Yeah, we got a couple of century turns on this team, I've seen.
And now she's going to fight for a steal. And we're going to get fouls, what it looks like. But I think, yeah, it is a running clock. The clock is still going right now. Because it looks like, I'm not sure what, but the score right now is just a running clock due to that.
I think
just a couple substitutions real quick here for McBain. And
miscommunication.
Yeah, just some miscommunication. Then maybe it's just a strategy to waste the clock. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because there's a running clock now. Well, actually, no. Noah O'Malley, he wants to score as many points as he wants.
But NMC is going to lose the ball right here off some tight D, but it's going to stay their ball.
Well, since we got a bit of time, let's just try to break down what happened. At the first half, really, it was just kind of like a defensive stalemate. Both teams this was looking like a rivalry game in the first half. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah, in the first half, like barely any scoring. I think it was like 20-13 or something. And like just not allowing any points. But then in the second half, the Ramblers really just flipped the switch and decided
that they wanted to win.
We're going to take this into our own hands and just absolutely hit some threes and some faces, hit some nice layups, and get some steals on defense.
Yeah, so just in total, just like McBain just, again, did McBain fashion and decided to take the game into control. And we're going to have constant running clock, so I think if they don't do hurry up on this one, I think that might be game.
I think right here they're just going to pass it in. She's going to dribble out the clock. So I believe your final score is going to be 66-14, but we'll see.
Wait, no, okay, never mind. 3 in the face? 3 in the face? Nope.
Nope. Ball's going to go out of bounds. 4 seconds left.
Quick 3 in the face?
I don't think they're going to add to the score because that's the right thing to do.
No, I don't. If I was a basketball coach, I don't care if we're up by 1,500. I'm going to shoot as many points as I want.
But we're not mean like you. So that's going to be the end of the game. Your final score of the JV girls basketball game, 66-14. I'm Thomas Maloney, and with me today was
Grayson Guernsey.
And we'll be seeing you later tonight in the varsity girls basketball game against NMC. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.